All right, guys, I'm Johnny Scoville.
You get excited.
I have issues.
Got me excited.
This is Chase the Heat. I just made that call on the spur of the moment. It was inaudible. I'm not really sure. 6 peppers, does that constitute issues? Nah, I just have issues too. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing I did last time. I thought it's kind of a cool thing. I'm going to show you the peppers, cut them open all at once, and then eat them. But let me show you the first one.
So I got my little bucket and I go
18, 21. I got some very interesting peppers here. Every one on this list,
when he walks in with this nondescript glass,
all 6 are first timers for me. That's pretty exciting. So the first one is an Aji Colorado orange. Beautiful pepper. All right, that's the first one. It's a Mikado. The second one is an orange ghost scorpion. This is the long version. This is the exact same pepper, the fat version. It's what they call it. We're not fat shaming a pepper. It is what it is, people. This is an interesting one. This is a peach primitalii that was thrown from a pod, a plant that was supposed to be thrown in red pods. It's unusual. So that's got my attention. Anything is primitalii, you know. And all these are grown by Bryan Townshend. So Bryan, thank you. Appreciate you a lot. The next one is a very stunning pepper. It's called a Black Hole Horizon. And all of the Horizon peppers came from a bubblegum orange. All right, look at this. Look at that. Isn't that incredible looking? Super dark. A little bit of color there. You can see what it was when it was left right. Just a gorgeous pepper. Black Hole Horizon. And the last one is a beautiful pepper. It's called a Pink Cream Horizon. There's the pink and the beautiful cream. Just a very, very neat pepper. So I'm going to cut these all open real quick, and I'm going to munch them, and we'll talk about the flavor and the heat of these peppers. This is a neat video that I probably couldn't have even made the first year of the channel. Because my tolerance has risen enough that I don't lose the usually after a couple, somebody would have a hard time differentiating flavor and heat, and I don't. At least I won't with these peppers. These peppers will all be doable, so to speak. Let me just put the first 3 open. All right, so here's the interior of the Aji Colorado, and I'll tell you, for such a small pepper, it's absolutely loaded with seeds. Isn't that pretty? Beautiful, thin-walled. This is going to be the least hot of the 6. An Aji Colorado orange. I'm Johnny Scoville. This is Chase. Oh, very, very fruity. Oh. That was so good. It was sweet. Oh man. That rivals all of the other Ajis. Absolutely spectacular flavor. It was fruity, it was sweet, no floral, no bitterness, just a very, very fruity, sweet pepper. The heat on it is mild. For somebody who's not a chili head, they wouldn't find it mild, but it's not a very hot pepper. But what it was really, really delicious. All Aji pods are great, you guys. If you get a chance to eat them, you should. This next one is a, this came from a butterscotch ghost scorpion, all right? And it's an orange ghost scorpion, the long version. It's oily, beautiful, very thin-walled for a small pepper. Decent number of seeds. See that? Very symmetrical. And this smells a lot hotter than the last one. All right, so in the genetics, it should be crossing a ghost and a scorpion. So this is the orange ghost scorpion long. Nothing like what you think, what you'd expect if you go into it thinking ghost and scorpion, because it doesn't taste like either. It was sweet. I'm serious now. It was sweet, fruity. Nothing like what I was expecting. Certainly didn't taste like a ghost scorpion. But the flavor is very, very, very nice. Now the heat on it's a lot hotter than the Aji Colorado was. So if you're not a chili head and you ate that, probably alter the rest of your afternoon. If you're a chili head, this is what you're into. That orange ghost scorpion would be somewhere in the neighborhood of between a 6 and a 9 maybe. Now here's the exact same pepper, but the fat version. Again, I didn't name this, he did. And this one is oily. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick up the darker yellow streaks in the wall lining. Huge placenta in that pod. Very, very different than the first one. And it should, it's a fat pepper. Just saying, it's the name of the pepper, people. Orange Ghost Scorpion Fat.
I like chips. I like crispy, salty.
The fruitiness was the same, except the long version was sweet. And there was no sweetness at all in the fat version. It was just fruity. About the same for heat. No difference in heat really of those two. Now the next one is the one I'm really interested in. I'm interested in all of them. But this one is now he had a red primitalii plant. Well, the plant wasn't red. It was throwing red pods, all right? And this plant out of nowhere throws this peach pod. This is a peach primitalii. Interesting. It has a fruity aroma, but it definitely smells hot. All right, here we go. It's fruity. Here's a funny thing. If you go into that expecting a normal primitalii taste, it doesn't taste anything like any other primitalii I've ever tasted. That was sort of fruity. Didn't have a really strong pepper-forward flavor. Not that you had to look for it, you didn't. But it wasn't like, you need a red primitalii or chocolate, the flavor is just, it's so hard, so fast. This is kind of a softer build. So it's probably the hottest of the, it's just a little bit hotter than the orange Ghost Scorpions. Now the next one is a gorgeous, gorgeous pepper. It's the Black Hole Horizon. Just incredible color. I mean, that is just black. So cool. Now the inside, this is probably going to be kind of a creamy, with a little bit of green in it maybe. And creamy with no real green, but you can see the creaminess. Well, you know, you can see some green sort of in the edge. But this one's very oily too, and it's got a very large placenta. Well, I'm going to take a quick picture of this because the oil on this is ridiculous. The Black Hole Horizon. To me, that's one of those pods that's kind of a go-between between fruity and earthy. Kind of in the middle. It's kind of a neutral taste. Not super unlike the peach primitali as far as just pepper flavor. There was a small teeny bit of sweetness up front, which was kind of cool. And the last one here, you guys, is the purple or a pink cream horizon. Very pretty interior, kind of very, like lime green almost. Look really close. Maybe not quite. Yeah, you can kind of pick it up without the camera. Maybe it's just me. Pink cream horizon. It was a little bit, that was kind of in the middle too, as far as being fruity and or earthy, kind of in the middle. And it had a little bit of sweetness to it. Eating these pods makes me wonder how many times people will eat pods that have a sweetness to it, but because they're overwhelmed with the heat, they don't taste it. I think most flavor profiles go over the heads and over the taste buds of most people because their tolerance is so low. All of those were delicious peppers. They really were. Guys, if you want to taste more in the peppers that you eat, build your tolerance. It opens the window. Those are really, really tasty peppers, all of them. Bryan Townshend, what a great grower. I've got more great peppers. I still have more peppers that I've never eaten before, so I don't know if we'll do another pepper video this afternoon, but definitely join me tonight. In the description box, you're going to see a link for Bryan Townshend, great grower. Please check him out. Tell him I sent you. Right there is the pepper. If you click the pepper, you're riding with me. We're doing this together. If you don't want to miss a video because spicy content is your jam, then this is your channel. Click the bell for notification, but ultimately just visit us daily so you don't miss anything. Right there is the Lifeboat, my brother Tommy's channel about victory over addiction. Keep him in your prayers. He's still in the hospital, you guys. I'm sure he's going to be okay, but appreciate your prayers. But it's a channel about beating addiction. It's very, very cool. Right here, there are more videos. I'm Johnny Scoville. I have issues, and this is Chase the Heat.